Good afternoon. It's Monday, September 10th. After work, a little early off. So I went and got my oil changed because I've been needing to do that for a month. And you know, could only put it off so long before I would break my car. And I went to a small trip to Aldi. I'll need to go probably later this week, but just to get a few things, including orange juice to have some brownies. And of course, I'm hopeful to get to game with my friends this evening, but I don't know if that's going to work out or not. I've gotten a yes from both Ryan and Bob, but no response at all from Austin or Nick, so still kind of waiting on that. No worries, it's only been like 4 or 5 hours since I sent them the message. They simply haven't had enough time to respond yet. But I'm gonna have a little snack here now with some orange juice, which I'm quite glad to have back. And in case we do get to game, I'll head in and I'll begin a little bit of prep work, like the session sheet and stuff. I'll get filled out. And I got the record sheet ready if people are available to game. And basically it's just sections for the information I need for each character, both in general to run the game and to put together the stat block for the videos, a spot to keep track of treasure I'm giving them, a note for the session that it is so I don't forget, and then a block at the bottom where I take my notes at the end of the session about what happened. And then sometimes I write more detail and stuff on the back if I need things, but like on this session, I have like 2 sheets of paper that I've taken notes on. Really, it's over the last couple of sessions, but it's all still relevant stuff. Like this time I just added like a half page of possible treasure that they may come across this or an upcoming session. Just pulling things together, and again, still waiting to hear from my buddies. And I've finally heard from the last of my players. Sounds like we'll be gaming. Now, I was supposed to be like editing, but I laid in bed for a while instead. So I'm not sure if I'll get a vlog edited today or not. But I guess I need to make sure to prep things for the game before I move over to that, and I'll need to eat. I think I'm still going to go get McDonald's just because it's quick and easy. Now, as part of prepping the game, I pick out a shirt. And I have this shelf for the shirts that I wear and fit me. Shirts that don't fit me but that I wish did are up here. My weight's more than it ought to be. And basically you can kind of tell this sort of one spot here where I just set this shirt. It's because these 2 rows are full. And so I stacked everything from here up to here. This side is things that I have worn since I have worn these. So I will continue going through all or most of these, piling them up over here. And once they basically all move over, then everything shifts down where this one will become the empty spot, and I'll begin the process all over again, which keeps me from just wearing like 5 shirts over and over, because I would just look at the shirts and I'm like, this is a cool one, but I keep thinking the same one is a cool one over and over. It makes sure that I do a little more variety. Well, today let's go with Black Panther. And there's also always thought in my mind. The session videos are longer, so whatever shirt I wear in those is going to be seen for longer. But they're also not watched by as many people. So if I wear a shirt in a popular unboxing, it's going to be seen by more different people. So there's always that. And I've seen a couple of gnats today, which does not make me happy, but one of them I did kill, so that's good at least. But yeah, still working on it, but it is so much better still than it was, so I'll be grateful for that at least. I'm gonna go run and get some McDonald's and continue getting the room ready to game.
I guess this guy's all.
Okay, what do you look like?
Basically me, only like human.
And we got table all set up Friend should be here in about 20 minutes. I don't really know what's going on in today's session. It begins with a combat. And it's possible they spend 2 hours in a combat. They've done stranger things before. But assuming that combat ends, I don't really know what... and maybe the rest of the time's looting, and I don't have to think about it, but I don't know what happens as they leave that location. Haven't really thought about it. I guess I'll figure it out in a moment. But I'm going to try and do a little more editing. See if I can get this vlog done at least, even if not export, at least done, so I can export it afterwards or something. And the first of the buddies have arrived. It's a Bob and a Nick. Hello, Bob and Nick. And my buddies have left. The session was pretty much, it was combat, the fallout and effects of combat, and then looting, and that was all the session was. So I didn't need anything more planned. The things went interesting. It was an interesting combat. Interesting, let's just say it was deadly. Like as in, like, the difficulty level was deadly for characters of their level. And it was a single monster, so they could gang up on it. And it was clear that was a deadly encounter. Like, that was a very difficult encounter. That they just barely got through. And I am moving them towards more difficult encounter. That part of the difficulty is that there are multiple things that they are fighting. Little scared. I don't know. I might adjust some monster statistics to be able to have them fight the type of creatures I want them to go against without having to get them as high a level as I would. But I'm not really sure what exactly I want to do. Part of the deadliness of this encounter is I ran the creatures kind of being a little smart. Not like intelligent, but like tactical within its own environment. Because they were walking into its home, and so I had it know how to defend its home well. And I think that added so much challenge to the encounter. I hope it was exciting. Anyways, I need to get all this cleaned up. Got to clean up the map, because there's all sorts of drawing. One thing I drew on there, I was like, okay, this part of the map isn't part of this area. Like, I modified the map. Then Ryan decided to use web and grease and all that, and there ended up being like all these circles around the map of this area's webbed, now this area's webbed, and I put grease here and all of that. So there's all sorts of lines drawn out, so I need to clean it. But otherwise, yeah, got to clean up the play area, and also get files importing, converting, whatever I got to do. And I did manage to finish and upload a vlog, so we got that. Otherwise, I'm hungry. I made a little bit of ramen. It's kind of simple. I didn't have time to make like an egg or anything, but it'll be something to eat. I'll have that and then be going to bed here. And that was a nice little snack to have before bed. I did see 3 gnats while working in the kitchen there. I killed all 3 of them, but 2 of them were quite obviously itty-bitty babies, which means somewhere some have probably just hatched. I don't know how that works. Which does leave me fearing I may not be out of this yet. There may be more coming. I'll just keep praying, and we'll see. We'll see if we can keep it under control. Anyways, it's late. I gotta get to bed. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.